In today's video, we will be ranking top 10 strongest defense force member in Kaiju number 8 series. So in the number 10, we have Jugo Ogata, the captain of the 4th division. He is a highly experienced and respected member of the defense force. Jugo Ogata possesses the high unleashed combat power ability, also referred as the place adapter style. This unique ability allows him to significantly spike his combat suit's power output, potentially reaching captain level strength up to 88%. However, his base combat power is relatively low and unstable, fluctuating based on his emotional state and situation factors. Ogata is recognized as defense force foremost expert in numbers weapon. His deep knowledge is evident in his role mentoring Reno Ichikawa in mastering numbers weapon 6. And Ogata was actually a rival to Kikoru's mother, Hikari Shinomiya, who was one of the strongest defense force member in its time. However, Jugo lost his fighting spirit after Hikari's death. He became very silent and cautious person, thinking twice before sending himself or anyone into danger. Speaking of Jugo Ogata, in the number 9 we have Ihari Furuhashi. His power is similar to Jugo Ogata. Iharu has a unique ability just like Jugo Ogata, which is the place adapter ability. Iharu's combat power varies significantly due to his unique ability. During his initial test, Iharu's baseline combat power output in defense force suit starts at around 14%, which is respectable but not exceptional compared to prodigies like Kikoru Shinomiya. However, his power can spike dramatically under specific conditions, reaching up to 24% to 42% in intense combat situations, and in extreme cases, as high as 88% when he enters his flow state or desperate combat style. At first, Iharu was the strongest among the new recruits, but started falling behind since his growth wasn't nearly as other prodigies. Even at a point, Reno Ichikawa surpassed him, but Jugo recognized his strange ability during the fight against a gigantic kaiju. After rechecking his power, they realized that he was a place adapter just like Jugo Ogata. So Jugo takes on the responsibility of training him and making sure Iharu can utilize this unique place adapter ability. And later, Iharu even reaches 88% combat level, making him a captain level fighter. At the number 8, we have Reno Ichikawa. Reno starts with a modest combat power output of around 8% during his initial test, lower than peers like Iharu Furuhashi with 14%. However, his compatibility with the suit grows rapidly, reaching 18% during his first major mission and continue to improve. By the time he has trained with the 4th division, Reno showed impressive growth that was unmatched in the entire defense force. So they allowed him to try out the numbers weapon 6, an extremely powerful numbers weapon which was made by the corpse of Kaiju number 6. It was a gigantic super powerful kaiju, and surprisingly, numbers weapon 6 was fully compatible with Reno. It was a very huge deal because for years numbers weapon 6 were stored in cold storage because no one was compatible with this weapon. So you can imagine how much Reno has improved, and Reno's significant strength comes from his compatibility with numbers weapon 6. This weapon is a prototype suit which enhances his physical abilities, including superhuman strength, speed and durability, as well as cryogenic abilities that allows him to freeze kaiju or create ice-based attack. His ability to wield this weapon effectively makes him one of the most powerful non-captain defense force officer. At number 7, we have Hikari Shinomiya. Hikari Shinomiya is a pivotal character in Kaiju number 8 series, renowned as one of the strongest soldiers in the history of the defense force. Although she appears primarily through flashback, her legacy and her strength is well documented and has a lasting impact on the series. Hikari was the former captain of the 2nd division, and she held the record for the highest kaiju kill count, far surpassing any captain before her. She is described as one of the strongest soldiers in the organization's history, with her high combat prowess still acknowledged by high-ranking officers like Director General K. Itami. And Hikari wielded the numbers weapon 4, a special combat suit crafted from the remains of Kaiju number 4. This suit granted her immense speed, agility and ability to fly, making it one of the most powerful weapons in the defense force arsenal. And Hikari even managed to reach 93% combat level with numbers weapon 4. She is like the Mina Asiro of her timeline. At number 6, we have Kikoru Shinomiya. She is one of the most formidable characters in Kaiju number 8 series, recognized as a prodigy within the defense force. Kikoru starts with an extraordinary 46% unleashed combat power in her first attempt with the defense force suit, far surpassing typical recruits who range from 5% to 12%. By the time of Kaiju number 10 attack, attack, her combat power reaches 55%, marking her as one of the strongest per-share officer in the defense force history. And when she trained with Gen Narumi, Kikoru became even much more stronger than before. And later, Kikoru received the Numbers Weapon 4, the one which Hikari used to wield. As I have told you earlier, Numbers Weapon 4 is considered as the fastest weapon, which grants the user unparalleled agility, allowing them to move faster than the human eye can see and strike Kaiju with devastating precision. Moreover, Kikoru's compatibility with the suit is enhanced by her high combat power score and her drive to surpass her mother's legacy. And eventually, she does surpass her mother by hitting 94% combat level. That's why she is the greatest talent the defense force has ever seen. At number 5, we have Soshiro Hoshina. Soshiro Hoshina is the vice captain of the 3rd Division Defense Force. He is exceptionally powerful combatant, renowned for his unparalleled swordsmanship and close-quarter combat skills. When it comes to neutralizing small to mid-sized Kaiju, there's no one who is better than Hoshina. In close-quarter combat, Hoshina even surpasses Captain Gen Narumi. Hoshina even easily overpowered Kaiju number 10 in close combat. However, he has a fatal weakness. His swordsmanship is less effective against giant-sized Kaiju. This is the only point where he lags behind. And later, Hoshina wields Numbers Weapon 10, a unique combat suit crafted from the remains of Kaiju number 10. This suit enhances his physical strength and abilities. The suit's long mechanical tail is a key feature, used as a weapon for striking or grappling. It complements Hoshina's sword fighting style, allowing for versatile melee attacks. During the fight against Kaiju number 12, Hoshina was on the brink of a death. Then he finally managed to completely synchronize with Numbers Weapon 10, reaching unleashed combat power level of 100%. This is literally the highest combat power level in the entire series. At the number 4, we have Minna Zero. Minna is often referred as the strongest female captain of the defense force. Her ability to neutralize hundreds of Kaiju, including giant-sized one, sets her apart from other captains. Even Director General Isao Shinomiya described her as the missing link that could revolutionize Kaiju's neutralization, highlighting her extraordinary potential. Minna can unleash up to 96% of her combat suit's power. Minna Zero is the defense force premier sniper, excelling in long-range combat. Her precision is unmatched, capable of hitting specific part of a Kaiju's body from up to 20 kilometers away. She can take down massive die-sized Kaiju with a single shot, a feat that sets her apart from other captains including Gen Narumi. In fact, she is so talented that Kaiju number 9 created Kaiju number 14 specifically to counter her sniper. But Minna being Minna took down Kaiju number 14 in just one shot. She is so powerful that even Kaiju number 9 saw her as the final key to his plan. He says that if he managed to absorb Minna and gain her artillery abilities, his goal will be attainable, and without Minna, humanity will fall. So basically, the whole damn system revolves around Minna Zero. At the number 3, we have Isao Shinomiya. Isao is the Director General of the Defense Force. He is one of the most powerful characters in the series, renowned for his combat prowess and leadership. As a legendary figure who once led the 1st Division and shaped the Defense Force into a formidable organization, Isao is a living legend in the Defense Force. His ability to fight on par with Kaiju number 8 underscores his status as top-tier combatant. Even in his later years, he remains a formidable fighter, with his combat power described as rivaling or surpassing that of active captains like Minna Zero and Gen Narumi. Isao can unleash 92% of his combat suit's power, granting him superhuman strength, speed, and durability. Isao is a melee combatant specialist, excelling in close-quarter fighting. He wields the Numbers Weapon 2, which is created by the remains of Kaiju number 2. The suit amplifies the user's physical power, allowing Isao to deliver devastating blows capable of injuring even Kaiju number 8. He trained many of the current captains, including Minna Zero and Gen Narumi. During the training days, he even managed to beat Gen Narumi in every fighting session they had. So there's no doubt Isao definitely deserves to be in top 3. In the number 2, we have none other than Captain Gen Narumi. Gen Narumi is the captain of the 1st Division. He is like the Levi Ackerman of Kaiju number 8, widely known as Japan's strongest anti-Kaiju combatant. His exceptional skills and unique abilities makes him a formidable fighter. Narumi can unleash up to 98% of his combat suit's power. This grants him superhuman strength, speed, and durability, making him a powerhouse in both melee and range combat. Narumi wields Numbers Weapon 1, created from the remains of Kaiju number 1. He is a prodigy in close-quarter combat, wielding dual bionic blades made from the the Kaiju number 1's remain. His swordsmanship is precise and devastating, capable of destroying high fortitude Kaiju in just one shot. The most powerful feature of Number's Weapon 1 is its pseudo foresight ability, which stems from Kaiju number 1's natural ability to predict future events. The contact lenses crafted from Kaiju number 1's retina allows Narumi to read the nervous system of his opponents. This enables him to somewhat see the future and predict their opponent's every move with near perfect accuracy. In simple terms, its ability works just like the observation haki from One Piece. Gen Narumi is such a genius that he even managed to use the foresight ability much more better than the Kaiju number 1 itself, even though the weapon has the same power. That is why he is regarded as the Japan's strongest defense force officer. But sadly, in the number 1 we have none other than our main protagonist Kafka Hibino. I don't think I have to tell you anything about him, as we have seen how strong he is in Kaiju form. Although Kafka is one of the weakest defense force member in human form, he initially struggled to draw power from the combat suit, starting with an unprecedented 0% unleashed combat power, which is considered the lowest ever recorded. However, in Kaiju number 8 form, Kafka is just way too strong. His Kaiju form has fortitude level of 9.8, the highest fortitude level ever seen in the series, making him one of the most powerful Kaiju, classified as Dai Kaiju. This form grants him immense strength, speed, and durability. On the top of that, his regeneration is exceptionally remarkable, which makes him almost indestructible. And don't let the size fool you. Kaiju number 8 is fast, like insanely fast. He dodges attacks in close quarter and reacts before most can even move. He even easily dodged the attacks of Vice Captain Soshiro Hoshina, even though Hoshina is one of the best in close combat. And he even managed to handle Asao Shinomiya all by himself in one-on-one battle. So there's no doubt he is definitely the strongest defense force member. Anyways, that was it guys. It's time to end the video here. See you guys in the next video.